Welcome back, guys, and a very warm welcome to those of you who are new. If you do click the bell, we do automate posts to give you a heads up about our lives and the new content coming. If you do need a booking, the information is directly below. And yes, we have 2 hubs launching next year, and the information can be located in the community tab as well as the website. Separately, we keep you in the loop. Without further ado, let's get into your update for this content. We've made it this far and we are here to do the premiere of the Twin Flame connection. If I don't get a chance to see you beforehand, I will see you in the new year. I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And thank you for joining us. Now, we do have lots of new launches in the new year. And as I mentioned, big congratulations to the winner of the tickets for the 1-hour Skype readings, both in the Members Hub as well as on the main platform. And yes, we are going to have another 2 to give away for January. So it's something to stick around for. Let's get into the read. Okay, so I am seeing at the moment in the energy of the masculines and the feminines, you guys are mirroring each other quite a bit, and there's almost this urgency, this nostalgia. It's this desperation to have this brand new beginning. Now, Divine Feminines, I'm feeling it's almost like this blind faith, and I do feel really moving into the new year, depending on what you're currently dealing with right now. It's like, again, I just get this blind faith. It's trying to keep balanced. I do feel some of you, the Shakira song come up. I don't know why this came through really in the connection. It's getting to a point where you're dancing to the heart of your own beat, the beat of your own heart. You get my gist. But the Shakira song, Don't Wait Up, come up. And I feel it's this, just trying to do things that are really keeping you balanced, depending on, and regardless of what the weather forecast is, emotionally, psychologically, and physically, it's really trying to find that high vibe and just choosing to be quite balanced. Some of you maybe are having, looking at what you feel would need to be balanced in your life. And for some of you, I do feel there could be almost offers to go out, offers to socialise. Some of you may be thinking, do I go with the flow? Do I stay home? What do I do? There's also, when it does come to this connection, and I'm getting 2 energies coming through, those of you in communication, it's that time of rebuild. It's those decisions. It's the logical thinking, and it's about trusting your instincts. I do feel in the past where you were coming from, there's been a lot of changes, but sometimes, obviously, we're feeling really where we get to at this point of the year. It's like we're making these New Year's resolutions, especially inside this Twin Flame connection. So there's been lots of changes we've gone through, and sometimes we can look at the half glass full. We can look at the polarity that maybe we haven't achieved anything, but we're always new in a new vibration. So it's about really trusting and realizing that you do have the tools in the box, and you've achieved something. Just remember that you have achieved something. And I think it depends on the perspective you're taking at the moment. I feel some of you are going, wow, why is it so busy right now? Why is it feeling so hectic? I feel there's going to be this need and this feeling that we have to jump into the deep end and we really don't know what to expect. And I do feel regardless of where you stand in this connection, it's almost like daring to dream, daring to move forward, but sensing that potentially there can be some conflict and adversity, and trying not to fight it, trying to go with the flow, very Abraham Hicks. Now, I do feel moving into the beginning of the year, depending on where you are, to be super aware of your environment. And I feel it's almost this intuitive energy coming through for Divine Feminines. You're instinctually knowing that there's going to be a shift. Some of you can feel a little bit anxious. Some of you can feel as though it's safer to stay home. And that can just be a collective energy that is coming through. I also feel in the heart of it, there is something to do with, having a solid connection and what that's going to mean for you. That could be due to the fact that we have Venus retrograde at the moment. So in the heart of it, you're really searching, you're saying to yourself, okay, solid connection, what does it look like? What do I need? And I feel that you're really saying that. In the heart of it, your heart, if you can keep your intentions pure, I feel you're going to manifest a high vibe into your life. For some of you, you could have 2 offers. For some of you, you are communicating and you're negotiating this factor, which we will go into in the extension. But it feels like I'm getting 3 energies. Now, somebody asked me the other day, which wave of twin am I? And it does depend on, it can be your age bracket. There's a lot of first wavers. So this is one thing I wanted to clarify, which I'll be doing information content relating to that next year. So it's not just twin flame updates, it's the information relating to the path, and you've got some sense of context to it. So depending on where you are in this journey, I am seeing in the heart of it 3 great energies, and that is the 4 of Wands, the 2 of Cups. The concern is you're feeling, and this is a push-pull. Yes, you can be addressing something head-on. And if your twin is in a karmic relationship, if there's a conversation piece, you can be saying, look, the third-party situation is still present. What would need to happen? For others of you, it's more to do with the psychology of a belief that you are going to get the same outcome. And it's not that there is going to be a same outcome if it's not permission-driven. So it's this logic that you're coming through with at the moment saying, look, I may not like that polarity and I'm definitely not going to have that. I also feel some of you on the fence, it's almost like, gee, you know, maybe I should move forward. Maybe I need to let this go. And it is that we are letting go. We are in the momentum. We're going through the emotions relating to such. But the same thing that is coming through is almost a fear. It's a belief that, you know, it's going to be conflicting. And this is to do with the wound. So I do feel there's quite a transparent conversation potentially pending to happen. There's also shadow work that we are doing when we're facing our fears and we're looking at logic again. Moving like a deer into the woods into 2022. Is it going to be any better? Your foundation at the moment, there might have been something that came in towards you, and it can be that revelation. The revelation that you're wanting so much more than what you had. And you're trying to be strong. But you're like, what directly? You're looking at it quite logically. You're like, okay, 3D. What would need to happen in order for that to be? What steps would need to take? So for some of you, this is a negotiation. This is a conversation. Either with yourself or directly with your counterpart. For some of you, yes, I do feel there could be a conversation, there could be communication. There's also a bit of digging. Don't be afraid to actually ask questions. That's what they're saying to me at the moment. Don't be afraid to ask questions, especially during Venus retrograde. This can be a really beautiful time to actually heal those wounds. We do have Aries and Chiron direct. So it's a really good time inside our relationships and our connections to really reassess those things. And if there's these outdated ways, it's a little bit like pruning a tree. We're going up to it and we're saying, okay, in order for the growth to come through quite fruitfully, what will we need to do in order to have that happen? And so from a purgatory experience, it's kind of like we're realistically looking at it and saying, right, I've got to hack these bits off. These are my psyche that doesn't resonate with me anymore. It hurt me. It was yuck. It was great. It was beautiful. No, okay. And we're keeping what is. And we're logically going to be having quite a busy time moving into January 2022, which there'll be another update again. And it's only during the silly season I'm premiering these. So, you know, I'll be back again live soon. So I'm saying that there is look, your outcome's positive. At a foundation level, if you do take the correct steps, what you're aiming for is success. In your heart, you're fearing it. Now, remember, the heart manifests. So come from the purest form and you're going to get the best, right? If we're dragging down and we're coming down, it's like, okay, give the thought process a holiday. And if right now DM is MIA, say to yourself, I'm not going to let that ruin my night. I'm going to do something that's indulgent, loving, and beautiful to me. I'm in my most authentic place. Now, Divine Masculine at the moment can be dealing with the situation as well. And look how these are kind of mirroring. Now, Uranus and Taurus goes direct, upheaval. This can be to do with things in the collective, which I'm going to start in 2022 really doing energy updates. And then the rest, you know, anything astrological, it will be on the website for your star signs. And that's really going to help you stay balanced. So what I'm sensing is Divine Masculine and Feminine are really thinking about the Venus polarities in life, our money, our career, our values, our viewpoints, and Masculine's really wanting to, in their contractual sense, within the power of their life, wanting to get some sense of control, but to be fair to individuals. And I think it's that logic of what we thought something was, but it's also justice, you know, trying to do the right thing, making critical decisions. Again, maybe in the initial stages this person was willing to work with you and then it went haywire. I also feel with whatever was working for them, it may not be working now. So at the end of the day, they're kind of looking at it and it has made them feel they need to change directions. I also feel there can be a lot of conflict around them. The conflict may be, gee, I'm working really hard to get things back on an even keel, and I feel done on it. They're really to the point. I think for 2022, they had the most dreadful astrology, which is a lot of shadow work. So for divine masculines astrologically, which is really handy if you do actually look at astrology, be it in the twin flame connection. You should always look at the yin and yang. So when you're looking at a divine masculine read, see how in your working life it can directly relate to you. And by shifting that, you can actually balance both the yin and yang. Now, I feel this, it's almost like fighting the inevitable, fighting through and working through some circumstances that need addressing. And I do feel this is happening very quickly. The logic that is coming through is right. In order to have victory, I have to change my direction. I'm going to have to tuck into the deep end, and I'm going to get this done because done on it, I'm fed up of where I am. Now, in the heart space, you know, it's almost like fearing that they may not have you, feeling nervous towards the loss, feeling upset to do with losses. And a lot of times, you know, sometimes if we're in a karmic relationship, for instance, we've really invested in it, we're like, crap, you know, now I've really got to start again. This has caused an awful mess. Gee, when I know better, I do better. Yes, sometimes people can get hurt, but the deepest thing, which is advice towards masculine, is we can't be any good to anyone if we can't be good to ourselves. And so the analogy I give to the Twin Flame Collective is really to check in where we're enabling, really to check in where we are maybe feeling out of guilt consciousness that we have to be something to somebody. I do feel there was a really large message coming through, and for masculines, I feel there is a female energy around them. It may be a mother energy. Now, this can be in the 5D, as in passed over, and trying to send messages to this divine masculine, or it can directly be a kindred spirit, a soul friend, or a mother. There is a female energy here giving this person advice, and it's very candid advice. They do see you in the highest octane. They have a very spiritual connection with you. And these are the conversations they're having. They're actually helping this person make the steps. I do feel whatever the problem was, be it was a contractual situation, I feel they are really taking those steps and they have made that decision to address it. So even if you haven't had that communication, they directly are resolving this conflict at this point. Yeah, the foundation, they're seriously like, in order for me to have a good life, in order for me to get where I need to be, and if you haven't gone and seen the element read inside the Members Hub, we did upload it yesterday, so I did cover it from earth, air, fire, water, and it is saying something extremely similar here. The only difference is it's going to tell you where the blockages are, both within feminine and masculine's life. So that's on the first level in the Members Hub if you want to see it. I feel that, yeah, realistically, from a foundation point of view, there appears to be that there, you know, it's just like, look, I need to change my life. This could be home, especially coming into January. We're going to have the moon transiting Cancer. So we're going to have the moon in Cancer. We're going to have a moon in Capricorn. So it's all to do with our money, our finances, our values, going back to maybe something that felt very home to us. But again, I do feel it's to do with really wanting to create a life with you. But I do sense that there's this looking at you like, you know, in their heart, knowing that there might be a situation with children for some of you, but there also is an innocent situation. It's like, you know, sometimes somebody's going to get hurt in this mix, and I feel it's to do with the karmic cycle, but it's also seeing you for who you really are, you know. Even when we're cross and sad because something happened, it's perfectly human. It's more, they're looking at it from a more logical, heart-centered space of empathy and understanding. Okay, so with their foundation, I feel that they're actually trying to make extremely good choices. I do overall feel that they well and truly know what they need to do, so they're digging into the devil in the detail, and I feel during January they're going to be able to achieve this even more so. There's something here that's blocked them. I'm going to pull a clarifier. Really taking a critical eye on the foundation. It's like they're being critical towards their foundation. Some of them, you know, due to this, it was like a delay of the inevitable, having to achieve these things, maybe swapping jobs, locations. But whatever this is, it's that casting of a critical eye and something not completed yet. And so they're mad about this situation because they want to get a move on. For some of us, it could be due to circumstances playing out in the collective and we can't go anywhere. They know that you're going to be happy in the long run. So the steps they're taking is for that. They want to complete this cycle, so it is correct. Yeah, they're going to, no matter what. No matter what other people say, no matter how they feel. I'm going to pull a card, and then we're going to go into the extension if you want to join us. I will be back again next week. And again, if you do need an emergency booking, you can go to the link below. I'm sensing that I kind of get this feeling that they're just going to pop up out of the blue. I feel this is after a conversation piece, and I feel the steps that they've been taking, this can be something they already had in the, they'd already started. After this conversation, I feel they've gained some clarity. I also feel they want to have a heart-centered conversation, especially coming over here to your side. I don't know why, but it's almost like they were feeling everything. All their ducks had to be in a row perfectly. And now they're kind of like, why am I doing that for? I can just come in and talk to Divine Feminine. And I can tell them where I'm at, because I could be sitting with my Divine Feminine and really, why am I doing it? It's killing them to be away. Because they don't have solutions, but they're kind of thinking to themselves, well, if I can just accept where things are, even if they're not exactly as I want them, if I can communicate and just relax and just say how I feel about my ambitions, my hopes and dreams, my direction towards the Divine Feminine, they feel that, why are they waiting? So for some of you, yes, and I'm going to go into the extension rate. I kind of get this feeling they could all of a sudden just pop up. You might get a phone call, a text message, and they articulate what it is. Try to be open to it should you choose. Again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Congratulations to the winner at Yildiz Readings 5D. Touch base with me in the website, as well as I'll see you for the January content soon. Love and light. Take care. The link for the Members Hub is directly below. We also do have additional videos coming. Galaxy Pub is launching early 2022. Anything spiritual, the subjects covered on that channel. Very separately, we have the Age of Aquarius. Now, you can go onto the website. The VIP list is there. And when it's ready to launch, I will give you those updates. Bookings online and webinars as well. Live every Friday at 10 a.m. on the main platform. And 3 sessions a month at $11 in the Twin Flame Hub. Do keep an eye on the community tab, because I am automating posts and giving you updates for the moon energies by zodiac sign. Love and light. I will see you throughout the week, both live and for your zodiacs. Take very good care, and I'll see you on the other side.